Zelina Vega is back. Woo. So this has been on the cusp for a while. So just to recap, there were reports going around right before Aleister Black was fired from WWE that Zelina Vega was looking to be returning to WWE despite the circumstances surrounding her termination and the subsequent issues that happened, such as WWE oppressing third-party rights, Zelina defying the edict, and then got a breach of contract, even though everyone was mad and everyone was pissed. And she couldn't say goodbye to her friends and was promptly escorted out like she was some armed individual that looked like she was ready for danger. Oh no, it's Zelina. She does Twitch and OnlyFans. Call in the security team. Oh god. But yeah, Zelina, had disappeared afterwards. She started doing Twitch again, and reportedly at the time when she was fired unjustly, she was apparently making more money doing Twitch than she was ever making in the WWE. That was at least a report. And Zelina just Twitch for a while, then Aleister Black went on her Twitch after he was terminally fired because Nick Khan doesn't care about the positions of power unless it's Roman. And then everything kind of went dark after that. Zelina wasn't talked about for a while. There was no idea, did she sign a contract or did she not sign when Aleister Black, Tommy End, was fired, aka her husband, who I still on the opinion that they kept him off the shelf for months on end because of Zelina and also Andrade, because we got her somehow, even though we already fired her. Wait. So, yeah. So, Fightful Select reported by Sean Rossap that the plan as of 3 weeks ago was for Zelina to return to WWE main roster and that she was put on the internal roster as a heel for the SmackDown brand. So, look forward to that. And there were no creative plans for it at the time, but they looked like, oh, well, she was supposed to come back in June. That clearly didn't happen. So they were like, okay, we have the Money in the Bank coming around, so we can do that. Then she shows up, and everyone's mad. Like, I somewhat understand, because, look, I get from her perspective, she probably needed the money and whatnot, and if she needed it, more power to her. That's her choice on that. But it kind of spits in the face of what exactly she was fighting against, the totalitarian ideology of Vince McMahon that was third party restrictions and blah blah blah. And I'm wearing my Adam Cole Baby Bullet Club shirt. Awesome shirt, probably my favorite out of the stuff I've got from Bullet Club Day. But and then she subsequently deleted her tweet, which was deemed controversial. The I support unionization, which was made right before the firing happened, was public. She was fired beforehand, and they made it public about 20 minutes later. So apparently there were no offers on the table for her, even though Tony Khan did say he wanted to call her. So, yeah. And then it was reported after the show, when she showed up, she's officially part of the Money in the Bank, and then she loses to Liv Morgan in 2 minutes. So that clearly showed that it was completely worth it. Yeah. I did not care if she went to AEW or not. If she went to Impact or NWA, New Japan, and did some stuff there as a female manager, or go to Stardom if she wanted to, fine. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure she was stuck to the US because her husband works there, is going to probably work there, and there are rumors that he does intend to sign with AEW, so cool on that. But now my dream to see Andrade, El Ido, Tommy Yen, and Thea go ahead and have a hug out curtain call moment after a big matchup, and just to say, we got here, guys, we got here, we showed them, and something like that, reuniting with her best friend, her husband, in an emotional closure of a show. So there goes my dream. No. So yeah, if she needed the money, and if her Twitch thing was collapsing or something, fine. I am fine with that. But now this only further gives WWE the notion that we can just do whatever we want. We can slap you in the face and you'll still come back to us. I sincerely did hope. I said this on Twitter. Look, if there was no offers on the table and she really needed the money, which is hard since it was reports she was making more on Twitch, then fine. But given the circumstances of her termination, I hope WWE begged and not her. And yeah. But some other people were thinking on the idea. A lot of people were calling her sellout, or they put a play on her name with Zelina and called it Zellout. Okay, and then like one person believed that the venom should also be towards her fellow wrestlers, especially at WWE, for bending the knee to Vince McMahon, because they could have fought this, they could have fought back on this, they could have just said, fuck you, we're not doing this, because like CM Punk says, you can't fire everybody. If Roman went ahead and said, I want to do Twitch, Vince would have let him. If Undertaker said, I wanted to do Twitch, Vince would have let him. Stone Cold would have let him. Any of the big names would have let him. And so if any of those big names, or John Cena, or Seth Rollins even, since he was kissing Vince's ass for about 2 years, and to this day doesn't get why people won't forgive him for what everyone felt was over patronizing everything, basically being a chauvinistic patriot of WWE, waving the WWE flag in the most non-obsessive, in the most weirdest way possible. Like, I'm not saying fighting for your company is one thing. Like, if he thinks WWE is the best in the world, fine. But say, you're just jealous haters because because I don't like because I'm with Becky and none of you are. And I'm like, dude, several things. One, I don't care. Like, props to you and Becky. You're married. Congrats. Second, yes, there are some people who are very, very obsessive people. And I would love if you went ahead and went after those people, or went after the people who try to wish for your child to die because for existing. Yeah, that was the thing, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck. Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm not harassing Zelina. I don't care. Like, if she made that choice for various reasons, fine. We don't know her deal. But WWE reportedly told her in person, "We're sorry we fired you for the most stupidest of reasons." I sincerely hope they meant that. But it just kind of scores one for corporate America and scores nothing for wrestling, a wrestling workers protection thing, or unionization, or a governing body, or anything that could have really gotten change. And then there was Andrew Yang, who gave people hope, and then he just stopped after he didn't get Secretary of Labor because, I don't know, what, he couldn't get this one job, so I could do like a million other things to make Vince change his ways, but now I'm gonna give up. And there was one thing in storyline that really highlights this massive divide between NXT and WWE, that once again reiterating that I'm still believing they're in separate universes at this point, was when they go and mention how whoever wins the Money in the Bank contract cashes in not just on Raw or SmackDown titles, but on the NXT titles. And I was like, wait, then where are 2 NXT women and two NXT male superstars representing the brand from? Like, 2 from Raw, 2 from SmackDown, and 2 for NXT. You have 6 competitors, and all of them have an equal shot getting the Money in the Bank. But it's just Raw and SmackDown people, and it's 8 people, which means you basically have put out a notice saying, you NXT guys, we could put you in there, but you're not important enough. So we're going to put these people, and they can come in and steal your stuff. Way to keep praying the NXT pride, aren't you, Vince? And Yeah, it's still a battle around on that. And a lot of people are mad at Zelina for basically betraying what people felt was an unjust firing, and now people look at her and think she could have done something different. She could have fought this, like Paige was fighting, and then she still streams on Twitch. And was there ever a fallout besides the one Twitch show they were doing for a while, which got YouTube advertising? Yeah, they paid ads for the streaming thing they were doing for Twitch. Yeah, that was a thing. Did they ever follow through on what they were going to promise regarding the wrestlers going on Twitch again, or did they just sort of like, well, we restricted our workers and we made false promises. We're done for the day, everybody. Good day, everyone. Good day. Yeah. So yeah, we're the workers in WWE are fucked. They just are, in my honest opinion. I mean, like, Zelina bend the knee. She could she could have fought this at least. She could. I don't know if there was a compromise they made with WWE and Zelina. Like, if Zelina goes back on Twitch and she doesn't, and she's not punished, I'm pretty sure one of the restrictions is, quote, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised, is if they say, you can't have Tommy End on there, okay? Can you not have a Tommy End on there? Okay. And yeah, I'm hoping that they have something planned, but I don't know. Like, just bad all around. Paige was banned for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure Vince was all giddy about that. But that was for 48 hours when I heard. So, yeah. Guess we're going to have to see where things go from here with Zelina. So, all I can say is good luck. I hope it was worth it. I really do. And part of me doesn't. But, like, I've said this before. Like, okay, but if you get screwed down on the card again, I don't think anyone's going to care again. Because people were saying Zelina was being screwed. She was not being respected. She was not. And now people are going to be like, well, if Zelina gets screwed, well, that's her choice. That was her choice to go back. So, fine. I like Cesaro did the same thing. He complained for years about, why am I not pushed? Why am I not the main event? Why am I not holding a world title? I should have at least had 3 world titles by now. I honestly still think that. He should have at least been a 3-time world champion. Even if they were all short reigns, they would have at least put him on his resume. But no. And instead, he, last we heard, is now doing a dark match with Karen Cross before SmackDown, reportedly. And I'm just thinking, why is this match that would tear the house down in NXT and main event takeover being used for a dark match just to test Karen Cross and his new generic theme song they gave him on that? Yeah. So, yeah. Good luck, Zelina. You're going to need all the help you can get. I don't know what's going to happen now. Andrade has a big surprise in AEW. Some people are saying it's someone named Zelina Del Rey. That could be awesome. But it's just going to be weird a little bit because I think of Andrade El Idolo and Zelina and not anyone else. It's still weird with Andrade and Vicky Guerrero. So, yeah. So, those are just my thoughts on that. So, this was Neo Reality Entertainment, the WrestleVerse, presenting Zelina Vega returns to WWE on SmackDown opinion piece. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check my other content in the description below. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time. Peace and take care, everyone, and have a good day. Take care.